bird on a tree. I'm just sitting here.
Hi and welcome back to Vanircreations tutorials. So today we're going to learn how to make this mooncatcher, macrame mooncatcher, and we're also going to have a DIY kit available for this. This is the first moon DIY kit that I'm going to have available in the shop, so I'm very excited about that. It will be linked down below. It's going to be available in a range of colours. You can have it in all natural, or you can have a hint of colour in there, so like I've got grey in there. I'd love to know what tutorial you guys would want me to do next, so please comment down below and let me know what tutorial you'd like me to do next. So if you'd like to make this mooncatcher, please keep watching and let's get into the tutorial.
Like a bird on a tree.
For your first step, get your moon hoop shape and your 4mm natural cord. And what we're going to do is we're going to tie it on. Just an overhand knot, just a single one, not a double. And then we're going to wrap the cord around the moon hoop shape. And just make sure when you get to this stage, can you see that all these are going diagonally? Well, on this side, they're all straight. And how I'm doing that is, when I'm wrapping it, I'm pushing it up. So I wrap. And then I'll push these ones up like this, so then it stays straight all the way along. So this side looks perfect. This is the side that I'll put forward facing, and this is the back. And that's what will happen if you don't keep pushing it up. You want it all straight like this.
Like a bird on a tree. I'm just sitting here. I got time. It's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me, we meant to be.
And then when you come to this stage, you just need to cut that off. And then get your glue gun. So when you've heated your glue gun up, put a line of glue just on the tip. And then wrap it around the glue.
Sometimes you need to go and take a step back
And just squeeze it together at,
to see the truth.
and then just squeeze it together at the end there, right to the end, and then cut these ends off. And then glue them down.
To be in the great outdoors, forever free. You and me.
I just use like the nose of the glue gun to kind of pop them down because I don't want to use my finger because it's boiling hot. There you go, that's that. I'll do the same on this side. Just take that knot off first. And that's that end done. Doop, doop. And now we're going to do the web. Now we're going to add the webbing to the hoop shape, the moon shape. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tie this thread on in between the string. I'm just going to do it in a double overhand knot, triple, probably tie it about 5 times in an overhand knot. And then we're going to do a dreamcatcher web. So the best thing is to do now is to measure it. So I've just cut a piece of cardboard out here that's 7 centimetres, and that's what I'm going to use for my measuring gauge. So then I'm going to go around, so now go around the moon shape and then go through this loop here. So again, measure, go round and through this loop here. And then pull it. Measure, round, through this loop, and pull. And then carry on all the way around. So when you've gone all the way to the end, go round again, so go round, and then this loop here, put it through. Go round again, put it through. And then we're going to go back on ourselves now. So pull these little loops that you've just made, pull them out and then put this through. Pull this out, put this through it. Pull out, put it through. Pull out, put it through.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time.
Tie it off again here, the same way we did at the top. So you go round and through your own loop. When you are doing your web, you don't have to do it like I'm doing it. I'm just doing it like this to show you guys. Do it sat down on a desk or even sat down on the sofa while you're watching something. It's much easier. This is just to show you guys. So now I've threaded my beads. I've done 1 natural, then a grey, then 2 natural, a grey, 2 natural, a grey, 2 natural, a grey, and then 1 natural. So I've just threaded them on. Woo, to of a thick thread. And now I'm just going to tie the end of this thread onto the mooncatcher as I did before. And now we're going to thread it while manoeuvring these beads round. So I'm going to thread it first and then I'm going to put the beads where I want them. So you just do it as you did it before, just going through these segments here. So put it up, pull it up and put it through, pull it up and put it through. And the beads are fine to stay there till you finish this. And now thread your beads. And now we're going to start threading more of your web, so pull out, pull out. Alexa. So now I've just threaded some more beads. So I've got one natural grey, two natural grey, two natural grey, two natural grey, two natural grey and one natural. So I'll bead them. Add them to my dream catcher. So we're going to tie on the end of the moon. And then we're just going to repeat the same thing as we did before. Lift up, put through, lift up. Now tie off the end. Woo. How many times? I'm just going to cut that off because I've done that several times today.
Video all centers around yard deliveries. We have just had a...
Sorry about that. So now I'm just going to tie it off on the end. I've already cut it because I kept dropping it. So I'm just going to cut these ends off. Ooh. And that's the hoop done, and now we're going to do the cords on the bottom. Now I'm going to add these lengths to the bottom. So I'm doing 10, 2 meters, put them in half, and I'm going to add them to the bottom. So 10 in 2 meters I've done here. Put them in half, and I'm going to add with a reverse lark's head. Open up here, put it through the loop. And I'm going to add these to the centre. Open up, put it through. And I'm going to carry on adding lengths to this mooncatcher, and I'll put what length they all are. So now I've added all my lengths to the bottom of my mooncatcher, I'm going to do some square knots. So find the centre of your mooncatcher, so count in. So they're my centre 2. And then I'm going to part them, so this is one side and this is the other side, and we're going to do the same pattern on both sides. So now I'm going to get this side and we're going to do a square knot. I do have a video on how to do a square knot on my channel if you want to know in more detail, but basically just put this cord over that one and then get this one, wrap it around the back and put it through this loop here. Pull up and do it the opposite way, so put this one over, fill the cords in the middle, this one through the back and up. Show you again. Oops, just one out there. Put it through the loop. If you are struggling with how to do the knots, I do have a video on how to do the knots. I'll link that down below. So now I'm going to do another one, and then I'm going to do a decreasing square knot pattern. So now I'm going to get the 4 cords in between these two. And you're going to carry on doing this decreasing square knot pattern. So now we've done our decreasing square knot pattern, we're going to frame it with a double half hitch. So get the cord on the right of this and just put it diagonally where you're going to put your double half hitch, and then this cord goes around and then through, so then it's like a loop here, you're putting it through that, and again round, 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 and then just frame that pattern. you've done your 2 decreasing square knots and you've framed them with your double half hitch, we're just going to do an overhand knot just to make sure they're nice and secure. Now we're going to do a square knot in the middle of these 2. So I'm just going to do a square knot. Just to sit underneath them 2 there. And then I'm going to do another square knot, take 2 from underneath this one to the left, and then 2 here, and then do another square knot. And then again, on the other side. And then we're going to go and do a decreasing square knot now. So I've done an increasing square knot pattern there, and now we're going to go to a 2 and then a 1. And then I'm going to grab this cord here. So it's not the cord that's coming off this square knot, it's the cord that's coming from underneath here. And I'm going to do it diagonally across there. And then I'm going to take this cord and wrap it around and do a double half hitch knot. So as you can see, I've got that cord from underneath there, and the double half hitch knot is going around it like that. I'm just going to frame that.
Like a bird on a tree.
So I've just finished that with an overhand knot. So there's your centre pattern. So now I'm going to do 4, well, we'll do 3. So now I'm going to do 3 square knots up here. Into a decreasing square knot. And I'm going to frame that in the same way as I did with these, and I'm going to just do it and repeat it on the other side as well.
Take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me.
When we've completed them 2 decreasing square knot patterns, I'm going to do a square knot in between these 2, just like we did in this one. So this time I'm going to do 2, and then a 1, and then I'm going to repeat it on the other side and frame, well, just like I did in the centre, frame again with the double half hitch. So when you've completed them, tie them off with overhand knots, and then get these two pieces of string or cords from the bottom here, put them into the centre, and do a double overhand knot. Make sure you can still see them. And then I'm going to add some 120cm lengths, put them in half, and add them to this piece of string in a reverse lark's head, not reverse lark's head, round here, and this goes through. Open it up, put them through. Just with lark's head knots, down, these two go through the loop. Then I'm going to add a bit of grey, so I'm going to add this exact same length, but I'm going to add 2 to this side. And 2 to the opposite. And then I'm going to carry on adding 2 beige, well 2 natural, 2 grey, 2 natural, 2 grey all the way up. I've done 20 of each with natural grey, doing 2 natural, then 2 grey, 2 natural, then 2 grey. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a row of double half hitches down this side. So I'm going to get this for the filler cord here, this cord, and this one's going to go around it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to leave this cord out, just like I did in the last video that I did. I'm going to leave these 2 cords out actually, so it doesn't gather too much. And I'm going to go straight to this grey one. Add all the grey. Then I'm going to add 1 natural, and then I'm going to go straight to the grey again. So I'm leaving out these natural cords, I'm only doing 1, and then I'm going straight to the grey. I'm going to do that all the way down this side. I'm going to stop, so there will be 6 cords that aren't used. So at the end of this grey one here, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, do 4 grey down and then leave it, and then do the same on this side. So when you come to the centre here, get your 2 filler cords from there and tie them together again in the middle. And then we're going to add some lengths to this, some natural lengths. So again, cut some 120cm lengths and add. All in natural this time. Now bring together these 4 cords in the middle and leave a gap at the top and do a square knot. So you're leaving a little gap like that at the top, not very big, about 1 centimetre, 2 centimetres, and then do a square knot, and then do 2 more underneath it. So you're just doing 3 square knots in a row. Take the filler cords and put them through this hole here where my finger is. Put them through there. Pull it. Then get these 2 cords that are either side that should be flinging over like this now, and do just half a square knot underneath it, like that, and pull up. Do the same thing again, either side.
Together, it's so beautiful. You and me, we meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
You finish square knot buttons, so now we're going to cut all the ends to make it look neat. So all I'm going to do here is bring them into the centre
The truth